It's Week 15 of the NFL.
And we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They start the drive with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 24 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Gets past one man. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Murray swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Gets the check down throw to White. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Willis. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now Willis on 4th down. Oh, look at the juke. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run for the first time here with Rashad White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Willis looking to throw it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. White fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
23 yards, the final tally. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down. I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened, and that's what we're seeing here. Play fake. Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Murray. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And his throw is incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. George Karlaftis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead. Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. He completes it right side to White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal. Here's Willis. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd and goal, Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown. It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs? Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards. Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, he's going to get this one down to Cook. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Murray going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with White. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Willis. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Murray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First down, here's White. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7.
Willis. He'll leave this one for White. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
On the run is Benjamin.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
3rd and 2. Here's Willis. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
George Karlaftis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Malik Willis gets set to lead this offense once again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, this body.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jets have recovered. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The 2nd down throw by Willis. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down, it's Willis. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
He's got room past the 30, and he'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Murray now to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, and it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Jacoby Brissett, 3 first-half touchdown passes. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Complete to Terrace Marshall. A gain of 9 yards. First down is right.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Right back to the air again with Willis.
This is White on the screen.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Willis. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. And the Lions 1st down.
On 1st down, Willis. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's the gain of 5.
They run straight ahead here with White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Murray, open man is Raymond. He's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On second down, Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, flush to his right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jermaine Johnson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To try again after the sack, Willis. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Pitts. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, here's Willis. For Marshall, that's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's White.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd down. Here's Willis. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Willis on 3rd and goal.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Walker.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nifty move. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but he does bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Tackle made at his own 2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Brought down at his own 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Murray's throw complete there to Bateman. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Murray now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
George Karlaftis.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to Khalif Raymond. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Murray now on 1st down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught by Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Murray.
Drops this one down to Gainwell. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now Murray again. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
George Karlaftis.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes left side. 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up second and
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Dalvin Cook on the carry. No gain on the play.
Throwing now is Murray.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brings up second and 8.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Taken down right now.
Murray now to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.